blessed ones of the nations of the world. This is your brother Dan Moses Osei Sakode of TRC, Ghana, coming to you with the continuation of our exposés, Testimony, New World, Disorder. Before we begin, we want to welcome each other by saying Akwaba, Allen, Sahalen, Shagitam, welcome, Ngandoni, Benvindo, you are welcome, Kuso, Diwo, to San Yusenyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mengalaba, Boyei, Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, no, O, San de Zua, Enkwang de Hena, Mitas, Duburo, Pezaluvat, Bine Ivinit, Barigalos, Bita Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, welcome, Estan, Hozut, Walang, Anuman, bienvenido, namaste, swagitam, Kus, Hamadid, Baruch, Haba, Marhaba, Huanyong Haminida, Huanying, Nyejeko, Anyamime, Nyejeko, Wezolo, Novio, Miawezo, Akwaba to the program Testimony, New World, Disorder. Testimony, New World, Disorder, as you know, and we know, is the program through which you get to know what is happening to Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world in these times of global deception, delusion, and willful lies that are made up by some of the very people that will trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world, and yet have chosen to deal with humanity so treacherously, diabolically, by deception, delusion, and willful lies for almost 2 decades and counting. Having brought Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world into this global helplessness. And we want to remind ourselves that the government of Nana Addo Akufo Addo, Biden-Harris administration, Biden-Obama administration, they have been the root cause of all the evils that Ghana is seeing, America is seeing, and it's being visited upon the humanity and the nations of the world. Let's get the understanding. Ghana is the center of the global evil pursuit. Ghana, America, these 2 nations, which have been taken over by global evil forces, traitors and tribalists in Ghana, who are colluding with global evil forces to tear these nations apart. Akwaba to the program Testimony, New World, Disorder, Humanity and the Nations of the World. This expose has been recorded on the 24th of August 2024, Saturday, the Lord's Day. I want to say Akwaba to the program Testimony, New World, Disorder. We have started exposés to help the American and the Ghanaian people, the electorate of Ghana and America, to stand up, to equip them to know, to be up and demand their franchise and take over their nation from treacherous and wicked forces that are tearing down the nation Ghana and America. So that is exactly what we are doing from since the resumption of the expose. This is going to be expose part 2 of our series, taking back our nation, taking back our franchise and our nation. So this is part 2 of that. Akwaba to the program Testimony, New World, Disorder. We would want to help the FBI, the intelligence community of America, that are seeking to know, investigating the assassination attempt on His Excellency Trump. America and the nations of Ghana, we would want to help the FBI and intelligence community to know what they need to know so far as the evil and wicked assassination on the life of His Excellency Trump. America and the nations of the world. Akwaba to the program Testimony, New World, Disorder. Ghana. Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, and their cronies of the establishment of Washington, D.C. together with the tribalist of Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, and his cronies, traitors, Mahamudu Bawumia, and they are like, they know that there is an individual who is hated because of Trump, and Trump is hated because of that individual. Thank God the Secret Service and the White House, Biden-Harris White House, they know so well that this is the African. The Biden-Obama administration, they know that this is the African who is hated because of Trump, and Trump is hated because of him. And these haters of Trump and my haters will do everything evil to seek to assassinate me, eliminate me from life, and to seek to assassinate Trump and to eliminate him from life due to their hatred for me and their hatred for Trump. America and the nations of Akufo to the program Testimony New World is what we want to let the FBI and intelligence community of America understand that there is a long history to the assassination attempt on Trump that they need to know. Otherwise, it is impossible for them to know the truth behind the assassination attempt on the hidden faces, the evil faces that are behind. You will not know it. There is a long history to that. America and the nations of the world. In 2016, after the Lord had made me stand boldly for His Excellency Donald Trump at the White House before their 2016 elections, to take a stand boldly and on the behalf of Trump at the White House openly. In September of 2016, during the UN General Assembly meeting, God had to take me to from the state of Maryland to New York, to Manhattan. After I had been to the United Nations headquarters, the Lord took me a few distance to the Trump Tower in New York, the heart of New York, to go ascend onto the Trump Tower, Trump Hotel, and on his behalf and on the behalf of the American people, do what God needs me to do, quietly, peacefully, on the behalf of the American people and on behalf of Donald Trump. The cameras at the Trump Towers, Trump Hotel, just close to the New York headquarters, a short distance, can uncover that day. On that day, God intended me to declare to my hater and my enemy, Hillary Clinton, that for her evil pursuit against my innocent children, against my innocent life, for her treachery and evil against the American people and humanity, God has chosen that she would not sit on the throne of America. I went there and I did what God wants me to do. When I left the Trump Hotel, came back to the state of Maryland, that same week, those that hate Trump because of me and hate me because of Trump were so evil that they crashed the Trump stock at the New York stock market that same week, within a matter of days, because I have courageously endorsed the counsel of God for the American people by taking a stand for Trump. The Secret Service of the White House are aware of this. The American people are aware of the crashing of the Trump store and the truth behind. That is how much Trump is hated, and that's how much I'm hated. America, you know, you see, the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. was in Memphis, Tennessee. Hotel room number 306. 306. The intelligence community and the intelligence community of America are not stupid not to know that not the hotel room or the city in which Martin Luther King was assassinated is irrelevant in the assassination of Martin Luther King. Everything was epitome, was part embodiment of the orchestration and on the plot that got Martin Luther King assassinated. Let's get it clear, America. I'm saying that if Martin Luther King Jr. was in room number 305 or 307, they could not have succeeded in assassinating him. It was orchestrated that he must be assassinated in that room number, in that very room. Why are we saying this? We need to let the FBI, the intelligence community of Ghana, and the traitors in Ghana, we want to let the FBI and the intelligence community get it, know that these traitors and their counterparts hiding in the heart of America, they cannot make a fool of God. Because the truth is, the city in Pennsylvania, Butler, where the assassination attempt was unleashed on Trump, has the key to the evil brains behind the assassination attempt on him. You did hear that? I said the name of the city, Butler, where the assassination attempt was unleashed. It was all premeditated. It was all planned. It was all orchestrated in the assassination attempt. They didn't take anything for granted. They worked it to make sure that it will not be Philadelphia, but it must be, when they saw that the rally must be in Butler on the 13th of July, that was when everything fell in line to get Trump assassinated by the finger of Jehovah. Yahweh, Onyankopon Trinity Edu Amponkwani, delivered his soul out of the snare of the faller. The extremely dangerous U.S. undercover agent Daniel Jezebel Babylon Caesar and her marriage to me has a huge history regarding the assassination attempt on His Excellency Trump and the Butler city in which Trump assassination attempt was unleashed. We have just started, and I will uncover to us the history and why Butler and no other place, God willing, in our next expose. But America and the nations of the world, what we need to understand is your 2024 national elections, America, Ghana, it's about a single issue which has bordered on America's democracy, constitution, values, and everything that the American people stand for. That issue is the set up marriage between the extremely dangerous US undercover agent and I. That same issue impacts, it's going to impact Ghana's election 2024 and has impacted Ghana's election 2008, 2012, 2016 and 2020. The same applies to America. That marriage, that single issue, is what gave birth to the first person of color, Barack Obama, to sit as the president of America. 2008, 2012, 2016 to 2020, the same issue has continued. Has been the main issue. The United Nations knows that your electoral commission, and the electoral college, they know of this. The electoral commission of Ghana, they know that this single issue is here impacting the American national elections and democracy for as long as the issue remains. And just so you know, this is the African who is referred to as